Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are hailing from. We've got good news, and more good news. Would you believe it, right? So realistically, folks, we're going to try to start this new thing, which is Kucoin burn Lunc. BallBnB spoke about it last night. If you could just, get the hashtag trending, we can try apply polite pressure to another CEX and none of this boycott stuff, because it's not a good look for our movement in general to try and boycott something. We don't boycott things. We use strategic media pressure, so to speak, or social media pressure to achieve our goals. So I think it's a really viable one, and it's the same for like any other exchange out there, to just incorporate and execute it the same way that Binance has. We can all prosper and profit from this in the long term, and it really helps your own CEX, because your past in a way can dictate your future, because people can judge you on what you've done previously, so to speak. So it's really important as well, folks. Like I said, we are super polite when we do this. So always interests me the people who it recommends. It's weird. But I've been thinking, and it started as a brainstorm in the Telegram group, and it's pretty much a possible route for funding. Could be a pre-sale for USTN, with some kind of discount to incentivize buyers. But like I say, it's a possible route that could possibly be fine-tuned, put on steroids, thought about, and it could work, and it really could work. So as to this whole, community wanting to burn their own coins, I'm working on something, and hopefully it will help you folks out, which is you, the community, which matter the most. So, and I love the fact that you want to burn your own coins. I absolutely love it. So as I mentioned yesterday, people, like I said, want to burn their own coins. We've got Connor Kenny, which is now Connor Crypto. And from what I'm aware, because I know this because I used to consume some of Connor's content previously before I started doing Happy Catty Crypto, but I know he lost a lot. And when he was selling out, I think he only managed to get, 50% of his money back. So I know he was affected quite badly. So it's nice to see someone like himself coming back to what is the new LUNACLASSIC coin, a new community, a better community, and seeing, that he wants to burn coins and help. So nice to see him on the scoreboard, and I have no doubt we'll see him moving up the scoreboard, because he's got a lot of following, he's got a lot of influence. So like I say, it's nice to see all these different influencers getting involved. It's absolutely great, and it's not, not all influencers are good and not all are bad, and it's like I said, you're judged on what you've done previously and stuff like that. So what's coming next really for this movement is going to be the big one. Once V23 gets put in place, then V24, and we move on to this whole not stable coin kind of idea, which is a stable coin but not a stable coin, because it's a algorithmic fungible token, which is really interesting to see the wording and stuff like that. And a lot of people ask, where do you get your rewards from? Where do your rewards come from? They come from the Oracle rewards pool, if you are wondering that. And there's plenty left in the rewards pool, like absolutely loads left. As you can see, we've got a fair amount there. It's going to last for about 1.5 more years, and there's the address up there for the rewards pool if you wanted to look at it on the Terra Finder. But if we go to the top burners again, we scroll down to memos, you'll see, we have so many burns going through all the time. But if you actually go to the dead address, because of the way that people abuse the memos, we have a certain limit. So ones under 10k you just won't see. So there's so many more little micro burns that are going through all the time from different things. So there's so much more happening in the background than people think, with Exodus launching. This is going to be a thing that creates loads and loads of multiple transactions, microtransactions, larger transactions, medium ones, and there's going to be all kinds of routes because they'll end up selling, you know, attachables, leveling up stuff, armor, ships, upgrades, and all that kind of stuff. And they'll allow people to pay with it with LUNACLASSIC, which will give our coin more use case. And the more NFT projects that get on board, if you think about the NFT market, whether you like it or not, it's there. It's a huge part of cryptocurrency, and BAYC is huge. OpenSea itself is a huge market. So any NFT projects that do launch on the blockchain and utilize the technology, and it becomes a successful, you know, NFT project, then, you know, why is it a bad thing? Anybody who builds on the blockchain's just doing what they should be doing, or well, not what they should be doing, but they fought it out, so to speak. But this Kucoin burn Lunc is such a good idea, and I hope, you know, you all wake up, you'll watch this video, and then you'll get out there and you'll hashtag Kucoin burn Lunc and really get it. As you can see, a lot of us are tweeting it out, and there is power in numbers. We've always said this from the beginning, way back in May, when all of this first, you know, was created and started. So, and more and more influencers are going to get more and more involved as well. Like, the more popular this becomes, and that's where, like, it will kind of end up, hopefully, just being this one coin that the whole community is involved with. Everybody's involved with it. It takes over everything, and we all go to what is called the moon. And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to make money from crypto? Like, it's as simple as that. So lots of good routes coming for people who want to burn their own coins. I am taking stuff like that in. I do relay it to certain people to make sure it's being considered by people in Terra Rebels. And I think I'm having Zardar on later this month for a real deep dive into what USTN is, could be, and the potential of what burning it could do once it's finally in place. Because that's the idea behind USTN, is that there's to be a swap-in fee, and that swap-in fee will incorporate a burn, as to which it then becomes a burn to swap, or yeah, I think it's like a burn to swap from what I could make out from it. But we're going to go through that properly with someone like Zardar, so they can really break it down on a level for you, and we try get a good explanation. And we've got a podcast episode, yeah, on Thursday. Got a podcast episode on Thursday. I think there's going to be a few of us on from one of the Twitter spaces, and we're going to be talking about, you know, current projects in hand, the things that are up and coming project wise, what projects they're all working with, this on and off ramp that's possibly coming for LUNACLASSIC in the future, which seems they've built it all out, but they're waiting for V23 and V24, I think, to launch, and IBCs to get back online. But having an on-off ramp's a really good thing, and that's why I want to do the podcast episode, to get them to really speak about that too. So folks, have a really, really nice Wednesday wherever you are, midweek, halfway there. And just stay safe, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. And I'll catch you in the next one.